rented from the library. I ended up picking out my spooky books for October, which I'm excited for. And I'm hoping that I can get through the 4 that I have lined up now in order to read these spooky books before November 1st. It's a little hard to read right now because I'm on vacation and I'm a lunatic that likes to overbook herself with things and projects, and then I don't have the time or the energy to read a book. But I'm forcing myself every night to read at least 50 pages just so that I can at least maybe finish one book. And that would actually be historic if I could finish this 400 and some page book before I go back to work. So we ended up finally painting our bedroom. We're almost done. We have about half of a wall left to paint. And then we have to choose where we're going to put our floating shelf and our little book nook area, which once that's all said and done, I think we're gonna have to get bigger shelves because we have too many books now. I need to redo my vanity. That room is a mess because the last, 5 days, we've been working on stuff here and there when we can. Because I also, on my vacation in September, I typically will, for my birthday, do the haunts early. So we've already done Halloween Horror Nights, and then we're going to do Scary Farm a couple days before I end up going back to work. So, and my nails are shit, I know. I didn't bother really doing them because they've been getting fucked up every day from painting or some kind of project, so. And the nails I put on for Halloween Horror Nights popped off within 3 hours, which is very unusual. So, anyway, I'm gonna do them Friday before we end up going to Knott's and pray to God they don't pop off again, because I don't feel like myself if my nails aren't done. Anyway, okay, let's get into the video. Oh, and I apologize for the lighting. My vanity mirror we took off the wall because this time we're going to center it better now that we've painted. So I have my little LED strip changing colors. The first book I picked up is Heartless Hunter. This has been on my TBR for a while. And I've been waiting for the library to get it. And they just had book 2 come out, Rebel Witch. This is a romantasy series. I'm not sure if it's a duology and if it ends here. This one just came out this year. So I'd have to look into it to see if there's any more beyond this. The rest are the spooky books that I have that I want to read after I'm reading a 2-book series right now, and then I'll move on to these. Oh, I pause. pause. This is not spooky. Us in Ruins. This has been coming up a lot on Book Outlet. I know it's young adult. But it sounded cool. So, step aside, Tomb Raider. More has struck gold. Us in Ruins is an absolute treasure, blending spellbinding romance and high-stakes adventure into a heartfelt and occasionally heart-pounding journey. This is a must-read for those who thought Indiana Jones could use a little more kissing and a lot more magic. With immersive, elegant prose and thoughtfully crafted characters, Us in Ruins is not only an endlessly fun, action-packed romp through booby-trapped ancient ruins, but a romance tender enough to make even the stoniest heart flutter. I devoured this riveting romantic adventure with all the joy and wonder of watching The Mummy for the very first time. Oh wait, this is a different book of hers. Well, if this is good, then maybe I'll add that to my list. Now the spooky shit. Such sharp teeth. I've seen mixed reviews about this one, but I love Good Werewolf Story. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and it's not very thick. Let's see. "326 pages. So if the timing is right, I could probably read this in one day at work. Depends. This is super thin, so this should be a one-day read. Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. And then the last book I picked up, I'll Be Waiting, by Kelly Armstrong. To be honest, I picked this one up because the planchette, and it looks spooky. It really does. Nicola Laughton never expected to see adulthood. Let me try that again. Never expected to see adulthood after being diagnosed with cystic fibrosis as a child. Then medical advances let her live into her 30s, and she met Anton, who taught her to dream of a future together. But mere months after getting married, Anton died in a horrible car crash, uttering to her his final breath, "I'll be waiting for you." After someone from the crash scene begins saying it wasn't Anton who said the words, but his ghost hovering over his body, Nicola has been hounded by spiritualists promising closure. In the hope of stopping her downward spiral, friends and family find a reputable medium to perform a seance at the Lake Erie Beach house Anton's family once owned. The medium has barely begun when things start happening. Locked doors mysteriously open, clouds of insects engulf the house. Nicola hears footsteps and voices in the creak of an old dumbwaiter in an empty shaft. And unbeknownst to the others, this isn't Nicola's first time contacting the dead, as she's quickly haunted by nightmares of her past. That's when she finds the first body. Interesting. Oh. That's just my part of my receipt. Okay. Just a couple books. Maybe I'll get through those spooky books and I can try some more. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.